yeah, let's talk about information systems. The career opportunity for you guys in information systems. Then we are moving to areas of IT and UTS IT course, because we have different bunch of IT course in UTS, and then moving forward. So what is the original definition of information system? When we are talking about the information system, it is a system which including people, information technology, and procedures. So that's why this subject and this course is very interesting. The reason is you are between two areas of technical stuff and soft stuff. It is not just about coding. It is not just about doing some hard work of doing the coding and developing the software. It is also about the people and procedures. So, and the good things about the Bachelor of Information Systems is you have the option. You can choose your streams. You can focus only on soft part, like analyzing the people, knowing the behavior of the people and different entity and stakeholders, which they are, impacting on information system design and analysis at the end. Or down your career and down your degree, you can think that you need to improve a bit, technical part. So that's why it gives you quite two ways to thinking of your future career. So, but what's the definition of information systems? So pretty every information system, they are doing some of these words, as you can see. They are designed to collect, process, store, design, implement, evaluate, and disseminate information based on organizational needs. For big organization, for sure, pretty we have all of these tasks. For the small one, maybe we should just focus on one part. During your bachelor, you get enough experience, knowledge, and skills to improve your skills and knowledge of each of these tasks. How you can collect the information, how you can store the information when we are talking about that database, how you're going past the information to the people. It can be like simply by some recommender tools. It can be like how you can visualize the information. So, or you go to some subject when you get the opportunity to analyze the information. What is that information? How you can use that information to improve the finance position of a given organization, or how you can use that information to find a prospective customer. So again, you see that if you keep this in mind, you can see your journey. So in bachelor, similar to any other bachelor, you get experience and you are exposed with these different flavors. But this is you, which you are decide that which area you love and you wanna be, which you try to actually build your career and skills. So in Bachelor of Information System, the reason is, again, you look at around, you look at the social media, you look at the news. We need information system specialist. If you look at the news, you can see in whole the world, and especially in Australia, we need experts. We need people who are able to deal with the huge amount of information, critical information, which the organization they have. And they have no ways to forget that one. They have no ways to leave those information, because they should use them for at least running their business. Sometimes they are using the information for, a strategic reason, for being able to compete with other organizations, with their rivals and competitors, but sometimes they need those information for running their business. So in the Bachelor of Information System, you get a good chance to be ready to face with these new challenges in your future career. And again, you can assume that in your career, you are working with the complex systems. And one definition for complex systems is the complex systems are the systems which have different players, different actors, different stakeholders. So you get good experience, good lessons, good subject to go through all of these challenges, and you can become ready for your near future. So let's look at some example. And I would like to ask all of you guys, you think and try to reflect on these questions. I'm sure that you guys, you use Uber and Uber Eats if you are a foodie person. So think, what is the difference between a rating mechanism in Uber and Uber Eats? So for Uber Eats, when you are finishing your trip, they ask you they send you the popping message in your Uber app and ask you for feedback. So you can have closed loop feedback, and you can have some writing if you are not satisfied with those predefined feedback. But what's the difference with Uber Eats? Think, when you get your food, it is not right away when you are receiving your feedback. Between 10 or 15 minutes it takes that they are asking you for a feedbacks. And one reason is they are waiting for you to finish the meal. So you see, those teams, they are considering the end user, which is the customers. They are thinking that if they're right away, they're asking for the feedback, somehow it's like interfering and it's make the customers unsatisfied. So you see that in information systems, we are considering the different layers, people, procedures. What is the best procedures? And we get informed by behavioral analytics, which we call it in the science. Now let's look at another example. Look at the title. Instagram lets user hide likes to reduce social media pressures. Look at the title of social media pressures. Now we are in the area of the psychology, or we are in the area of the society. Society is important. Society is a big player for those social media, industry. So as someone which maybe in future you are working on that industry, you should consider those society elements. So that is another example of information systems in this part of the industry. Another example, Alexa from Amazon did a terrible job in giving a challenge to the kids. And the reason is the technology which they use, it was a bit, immature technology, just looking at the words rather than looking at the meaning of the sentence, and just proposing the challenge, which was like a little challenge for 10 years old boy. That is another example. And you see that now information system, it is not just about simple getting the information and sending out. It is about really we should find out what's happening. Nice example here. You can do it now if you have time, if you have your phone or internet, you can search in Google suicide. Now, when you are searching, you see the Lifeline Australia, because Google doesn't want you to do suicide. Why? You should not do it. But if you back to 10 years back, the story was different. So Google was not smart enough to stop your suicide, and they try to help you. So you see that we have a different facets of information system. And it shows, and it gives you very good example. In your future, you are pretty flexible with a different career, what you like. Sometimes we have students that have some own challenges. They have their own milestone. And they think that what they want to become in future, that's good, that's great. So that's why we call it information system for social good. Maybe you can use information system to help some elderly people. You can use information system to save our planet. You can use information system to reach to better sustainability. Another example. So we are in area of information. Information is our assets. Always we have bad people, and those bad people try to steal the information. And you see they're using different tricks. Valentine's Day romance scam. We are talking about hacking. They're looking at the Valentine's as an event, and they think that they try to manipulate you. So now, again, another nice challenge for you as a future leader for information system. You look at those events, and you are ready for that challenge, and you are ready to have a nice defense against these bad people. You see, it is information. It is about the information. It is about the value of the information. At the same time, it is about, again, behavioral things. It is about society. It is about what's happening around us. So we have different type of information system again. Some of those information system we using for everyday operation of the business. Maybe you like this type of information system, supply chain, customer relationship management, and so on. Or you can use information system for middle level of organization, like helping some professional and knowledge workers. Some people, they think that, no, they want to work with the executive. So that's why we call it executive information system. So again, you see that we have different systems for a different part of organization. And again, you have a lot of variety and a lot of options for yourself. So as a graduate, I'm assuming that so far you figured out how exciting the information systems and Bachelor of Information Systems and how it can be your future, because every organization, they have information. They have different user with a different background. Some of them, they have a problem of scaled solution. Some of them, if they're a small company, they can they can find out how they can run the business. But for extending the business, for reaching out to more users, to more customers, now they have problem. And part of that problem can be solved by using proper, efficient, and effective information system. So as a graduate, you are seeing different things in information systems. So let me go in next one. So some career opportunities: information system analyst, business analyst. Look at the words. So you can work with the business, but you are analyzing the business from lens of information. Sometimes you can work on process. We call it business process. For example, we had it for Uber Eats. How should be the process of getting the feedback, getting the rate from our end user? So you are working to having a best business process for different organizations. Smart infrastructure professionals. Some people that are working with manufacturers, they are working with the builders in that space. Or you can work on supply chain, very interesting area. Some organization, they think that for being able to having the sustainable income or sustainable the way that they are doing their business, they need people who advise them. What's the best way for acquiring a mature information system? Because one of the issues with the information systems is, they're improving on maybe I should say a monthly basis. So you should have enough information, enough knowledge to give them right advice. And finally, data modeler, which again about that, okay, how you can get different data for different cases. So let's look at this pool. What area of IT do you think that you would like to study or work in? Is it on content, digital design, security, marketing, or just industry? What we have more, let me see, software, and that's good. Security is good, for sure. We need a lot of people in this area. Digital design also is good, relevant to user design or for the design area. For sure, we need information system for marketing. Software, always the different company, either like a small one, medium company, or medium enterprise, they need software area as well. Okay, thanks for sharing. So I think security with 25% and software are the hottest one. Okay, if we move to next slide. Okay, future of technology. Always when you do your study, you need a baseline. What is a future? Because it gives you, again, another indicative how you should invest. So what do you invest? You are investing on your time. So, I mean, that is the biggest investment. So you should do the right investment. Which subject you should go, which skill you should learn, which industry you should focus. So having a right answer, for having a right answer to this question, which can be very tricky and very important for your career, you should also know what is the future about. Currently, we know future is about AI and data. You may ask, what is the AI? AI is artificial intelligence. Why we need AI? Because so for some organization, they need a scaled solution. For the scaled solution, the issue for them, they cannot hire human to do all the business, because using that way, they cannot reach to the scaled solution. So they need somehow like a agent which can help them for implementing and executing and running their solution. That's why artificial intelligence coming to the game. So it is intelligence because we need something like human, but because we don't have the human, now we have artificial intelligence. The simple, maybe you guys just on board on the meaning of AI is for your email. So those email providers, they need artificial intelligence for catching out the scam emails, because it's very difficult someone just manually look at whether this email is right or wrong. So maybe with this example, you see that why the future is with AI. Again, we have digital words and we cannot catch up just with the manual stuff for reaching to the, we call it a scaled solution. Cybersecurity is clear. Unfortunately, is happening on a daily basis. So that's why I saw a lot of, in the pool that a lot of, our students, they think that the future is with the cybersecurity, which is true. Cloud engineering, it is about that. These days, a lot of organizations, again, they have huge amount of data, and themselves, they cannot manage that data. They think that they should give those data to the third provider. So that's why that's the meaning of that, how those third providers storing your data in their places, which we call it cloud engineering. And that's the meaning of cloud engineering. Digital and virtual reality, somehow it is a new things. Robotics is very important. We can use the robotics in different fields. Also, if you are familiar with the Tesla autonomous vehicles, and those vehicles also, they need information. So again, their information systems is a customized one. Biotechnology and medical space, these days, a lot of GPs, a lot of specialists, they are relying on timely information. And again, that is another, area for you guys to think of. And finally, Industry 4. That Industry 4, again, we have the machine. Sometimes the machine, they should talk to each other. And now we can assume that we need information and we need information system for managing that communication between the machines. So as I mentioned, we have different options with UTS for IT courses. Tonight, we talk about Bachelor of Information Systems. Again, the nice things about this bachelor is you can decide. Maybe you go to the very, very technical part, or you are going to technical part plus soft part. And thank you. I'm passing to Ash.
I will now move on to more of studying at UTS, but definitely keen for if you guys have any questions for Morteza and Faiza towards the end of the session as well. But now we'll move on a little bit about studying at UTS. So adjustment points for the UAC round. So these are points that are added to a student's raw ATAR to give a selection rank. So adjustment points at UTS are capped at 13, and adjustment points can be given for a number of factors. These include completing the UTS engineering and IT questionnaire, getting good results in relevant HSC subjects, your gender, special circumstances, and more. So I would highly recommend you check our website for more details regarding this. Now the UAC Key Dates. So around April and June is when our scholarship applications open. I'd highly recommend everyone to apply for our scholarships. They're a really good opportunity. On the 27th of August, I really like to highlight Open Day. Open Day is your chance to come on campus and really get to ask questions with industry professionals, as well as our own lecturers, and really get to see the campus, as well as if UTS is a good fit for you. And in September is when our scholarship applications close. And then after your HSC exams, it's around December where your ATARs are released. And between December to March is the UAC offer rounds. So what we really wanted to emphasize here are there are multiple offer rounds through UAC. So you can change your preferences for each round and receive offers in each round. So this is really an opportunity for you to pick where you get to invest your time. So now moving on a little bit about UTS early entry. So this is your opportunity to receive an offer to study at UTS before you sit your final exams. So the eligibility for this is for current domestic or international onshore Year 12 students. And applying, this is different to UAC. So you apply via the UTS online application portal. It is free to apply and applications open around June to July and close in September. The dates are yet to be confirmed, so please check our website for updates, and offers will be released in October. So that's before the HSC commences. So now moving on to student support. So UTS has no prerequisite subjects for our degrees, but we offer support in any subjects that will be recommended knowledge. So we offer bridging courses in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. We also have UPass services. So this stands for Peer Assisted Study Success, available for some subjects. And this is really the chance to engage with students in more in high degrees, as well as those who have completed the subject who received really good marks to come in and assist you. It's kind of like a peer support kind of vibe where they get to really connect with you. You can make new friends as well as get support in subjects from a student perspective. So connecting digitally, so just wanted to share our socials on the screen, good opportunity to screenshot. So we have our socials as well as our emails. So in case you don't get to ask any questions or you remember questions later on, you can always shoot us an email and we can always answer your questions there, as well as our website. It is a beacon of knowledge. There is tons of content about not only our degrees, but in terms of any other application aspects as well.